So this weekend I went to a rather amazing event called Texas Teen Book Festival, and as it sounds, it's a book festival. There were lots and lots of authors there. I think 20 maybe a little less. Names include James Dashner, Garth Nix, A.S. King, William Ritter, Lynn Valos, Elia Don Johnson, Joelle, God, I can't say that her last name, Charbonneau, I think, author of The Testing, Leslie Walton, Scott Westerfeld, Lauren Oliver, Gail Foreman, Ransom Riggs, Cass Morgan, Mary Lou, Andrew Smith, Sarah J. Moss, and more. And so, as you can tell from me looking around for that list, I have several of their books here, which is going to be amazing because I'm going to show you the books that I bought there as well as the ones that I brought and got signed. But I'm going to start off with the swag that I got there, and there is lots and lots of it. So, yeah. Alright, the biggest item currently in here is this handy dandy little poster that I'm going to show you. And this poster is a movie poster, but it's not a book by an author who was there. So, even so, I didn't get it signed because obviously the author was not there. But they were giving out If I Stay posters as well, but they had run out of those by the time I got there. So I ended up getting this poster that you probably know like the second you see it. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see this entire mammoth, but it's huge. It's taller than my little sister. It's swamping me, and yes, I got the Fault in Our Stars poster, and done with that part. I'm gonna save that part. Okay, so like I said, Garth Nix was there, and I got some temporary tattoo charter marks from him. And they're pretty darn awesome. They just got all bent up because they were sitting in the bag all day with books and things on top of them. But yes, they are pretty darn awesome. So I am pretty darn excited about these. I'll probably save them for Halloween one year. Probably not this year. I don't know when. But I'm excited because they're epic. I also got a postcard for The Truth About Alice, which I got signed by, gosh, I'm going to butcher her name, Jennifer Matthew, I think, and she got it signed, and she said, "To Jordan, the truth is you're groovy, XO Jennifer Matthew." And so, yeah, it's a postcard. It's pretty awesome. I'm probably going to put it up on the wall somewhere. Also from her, oh, it's in a book currently. I got a bookmark, which is a pretty heavy-duty bookmark. It's The Truth About Alice, and her name, obviously. And then on the back it has, well, the book cover and the summary of the book. I did not get The Truth About Alice, though. I saved my wristband, though, because I have a cork board, that's what it is, bulletin board, where I keep wristbands from events that I go to, and they're pretty awesome to look back at and remember how much fun I had going to those events that I needed the wristband for. So I saved these, and I saved my mother's as well as mine because my mom went with me, as well as my best friend, which was awesome. I got a sticker for the book people, and I was going to stick it on my Surface. Oh, I forgot to grab that, but I stuck another sticker that I got there on my Surface, and there wasn't any space left, so I'm not sure where I'm going to put this yet. I might just pin it to the bulletin board as well, but I'm not exactly positive where this is going, but it's pretty cool. So, yeah. From Elia Don Johnson, I got another postcard for the Summer Prince by her. This one is not signed, however, because she just slipped it to me right after I left her table, and I didn't get the chance to say, "Oh, could you sign this for me?" But that's cool to put it. I got a bookmark for Side Effects May Vary by Julie Murphy, and she signed it for me in pretty silver Sharpie. She was also extremely nice, and I did not buy her book, but I intend to because it sounds really interesting. There were just other books, and it was so crowded in the book tent trying to buy books, so you really grabbed up what you could when you could, and then you got in line because the line was extremely long. And thank God I had my mom there because she got in line while we were still shopping. So once we were done shopping, we just went to her and got in line with her. So Sorry to those people that we cut in front of, but we had other things to do when we wanted to make it to the opening announcements, which we did, so that was pretty cool. This is really heavy duty, it's like laminated. A bookmark for The Art of Secrets by James Clyce. It has the book cover on it and the summary. He was really nice as well. Also, did not get his book, but I did get him to sign something else for me, so you can see that in a minute. And Penguin was there, which is how I got the Fault in Our Stars poster, and they had just book swag out, so I grabbed a Fifth Wave bookmark, which is, well, the Infinite Sea, because Rick Yancey is going to be at the Texas Book Festival, which is next week, but I'm not going to that. I just went to the teen one. But it was a really cool bookmark, so I grabbed it. I got 2 of these, and I'm not sure where the other one went. It's in my bag somewhere, and I got this from William Ritter. It's a little button that says, "Do not stare at the frog." I assume this is a reference to his book Jacoby, but I haven't read that yet, so I don't understand it. I might be wrong, this might not be, but yeah, it's really cute, and I'm excited about pinning this. I had this on my bag actually while I was there. I had a bunch of pins on my bag, and it was crazy how many people were like, "Oh my god, I love your buttons." I had girls behind me who were literally like having seizures because they loved them so much. And I wore those around school for like weeks and nobody said a thing to me. And then I go to the right place and everybody loved them. So that was really cool. I had a lot of fun. A lot of people came up to me to talk to me about that, which was awesome. I love talking to you guys. If you ever see me at one of these events, please come talk to me because it's so much fun. Yeah, and they had the authors outside with no shade or anything for a while, and it was so hot. I was talking to Sarah J. Maas, and she was just dripping sweat, and I felt so bad for them. And eventually, by the end of the day, they had tents, canopies out. By the end of the first signing, they were taking canopies out there. And people were really nice. Random people were just coming up to the authors and holding umbrellas over them while they were signing, because they were just sitting there for like an hour in the heat, not doing anything except for signing books. And so a lot of people were being really nice. Someone handed Gail Foreman some sunscreen, and she and Joelle Charbonneau were sharing it. And it was really sweet to see how many people were coming together to try to help the authors, because they were suffering so much in that heat. And they were really good sports about it, though. Nobody was really rude about it or complaining about it or anything. So they were all really, really nice. And that was cool. I also got, I got this, I don't know if I can get it to fold up. Fold. I got this tote bag for, I think it's Macmillan Torteen, and it says Starscape on the back. I got this from the Macmillan table, so I assume it's theirs. But yeah, I got this cool tote, and they were passing out Fierce Reads totes at the beginning, but I didn't get one. And everybody was walking around with those Throne of Glass ones, the ones that say Kale, Dorian, Selena, Nahima, I think her name is, and had all their names on it, and I couldn't find it. I looked for like forever to try to find where they were getting the totes from, but I couldn't, and I was really depressed because I really wanted one, but I couldn't. Another poster, and this one's quite a bit smaller, but almost more exciting, almost. So the event designed their own poster, so I grabbed one, and I got a bunch of people to sign it. I got Austin Kleon to sign it, Jandy Nelson, Paul something, I can't read that, Cory Doctorow, Becca Fitzpatrick, Julie Matthew, Scott Westerfeld, William Ritter, I don't know who that is, I can't read these names, James Clyce, Julie Murphy, Andrew Smith, A.S. King, Leslie Walton, and a couple of others that I just can't read their names. Guadalupe Garcia McCall signed it as well, and I don't know where. But yeah, a bunch of people signed it and signed. And James Dashner, literally his line was a mile long, and I was not going to wait forever to get him to sign it, because we had to leave. I mean, we weren't going to stay there until all hours of the night trying to get James Dasher to sign things, so I did not get my Maze Runner copy signed, which kind of made me sad. But I went to two of his, I went to his keynote and to the From Shelf to Screen panel, so I did get to see him talk, and I was in front row for the From Shelf to Screen panel, so yeah, that was pretty awesome. So I got to listen to him talk and everything, and I didn't feel that bad about not getting him to sign things because it didn't appear to matter that much to me, because I feel like I got a feel for the guy and he was pretty cool. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and he was really, really funny and really awesome. So I have two more pieces this way. I got these. I don't know if you guys can't see these. There are two guitar picks here from Lynn Valos. It's the cover of his book The Scar Boys, and they're pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm super excited about having those. And then I also got his stickers that he had out that say "Shuck It" #Dashner Army, and this is the sticker that I stuck on my Surface. So yeah, pretty darn awesome. I'm super excited about all the swag I got, but obviously I'm even more excited about all the books. So I'm going to start off showing you the books that I brought to the event and got signed, and then I will haul all the books that I bought at the event, and there are lots because I bought 10 books at this event. That's crazy. 10 books at one time. Never thought it would have happened. But yeah, so first I brought Sabriel by Garth Nix to the event, and he signed it for me. Jordan with Best Wishes, Garth Nix. I'm currently reading this book about a little, like 70% of the way through. But yeah, I'm so excited about this book. It's so great so far. So great. And alright, Gail Forman was there, so I brought If I Stay, and I did not get to meet her because I was there with my mom and my best friend, so we kind of siphoned off our books so we wouldn't have to wait in so many lines, and we had better chances of getting all our books signed. So my mom actually waited in line for Gail Forman for me because she's an amazing person, and so I did not get to meet Gail Forman. She did sign my book for Jordan, Gail Forman, and she did. They had the Texas Throwdown game in the beginning where they had a couple of authors playing games against each other, and at one point they were playing Chubby Bunny with Jason Reynolds and Paolo Bagalucci. I don't know how to say his name. He wrote Shipbreaker, and they were playing Chubby Bunny, and Gail Forman was running up there and grabbing marshmallows from their bag and passing out marshmallows in the crowd. So Gail Forman handed me a marshmallow, but I didn't get to meet her personally. But thanks for the marshmallow, Gail. That was awesome. It was delicious. Ransom Riggs was also there, so I brought Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and he signed it for me. To Jordan, Ransom Riggs. He was cool. Liked him. Also, Cass Morgan, author of The 100, was there. Happy reading. Cass Morgan. Oh, that's who else signed that poster. Cass Morgan signed the poster. She was really nice. Who was also there. I got Legend signed. I did not get to meet her, though, because my friend Sheila was waiting in line for me, so it just says To Jordan, and her line was rather long, but Sheila braved it and got it signed. Also, Andrew Smith was there, and he also signed my book, To Jordan, and he has a gorgeous signature. I really like it. And last book that I brought, Sarah J. Maas was there, and funny story about her signing my book. I had on a Hogwarts sweatshirt, and she asked me what house I was in, and I said I was in Ravenclaw, and we kind of discussed it for a little bit, and she said she was in Gryffindor, and she signed my book, To Jordan, Ravenclaw for the win, Sarah J. Maas. Pretty awesome. So happy I got to meet her. Idol forever. Okay, on to the books that I bought there. I bought Lyriel by Garth Nix. This is the second book in the Sabriel series, and To Jordan with Best Wishes again, Garth Nix. I bought Ask the Passengers by A.S. King, and she signed it. I don't quite understand her inscription, but I believe I'll understand it once I read the book. She said, "For Jordan, modem is possible, fly. A.S. King." And we had the best conversation with her. My mom and my friend were waiting in line with me because we had no other lines to go to. And I had told my mom earlier in the day, where is it? So as you can see in Air of Fire, we had sticky notes in there with our names on them so we could just pass the book to the author and they could personalize it without having to ask us to try to get the lines to move faster. And I had my sticky note in one of these books, whichever one I was, I don't remember. And I had told my mom earlier in the day, I write in cursive and I write this really pretty J for the first letter of my name. And I told my mom, like, Mom, some author is going to pull the sticky note out and he or she is going to be like, you have pretty handwriting. And my mom goes, no, that's not going to happen. I'm like, maybe not. A.S. King pulls out my sticky note, looks down, she's like, your name is Jordan? I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And she goes, you have gorgeous handwriting. And I looked to my mom and we both burst out laughing. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And we had this wonderful conversation about how cursive is kind of going out of style and how that's going to affect other people's lives. We also saw one of her panels and it was really wonderful, and she's a wonderful person, and you guys should all go follow her and read her books because they're incredible. So yeah. Also by her, I bought Everybody Sees the Ants. I've already read this book. Oh, more book swag that I forgot I had. I got a book plate for The Merciless by Danielle Vega that's currently being my bookmark because I started rereading this as soon as I bought it because I've already read it. And she wrote Love is Power in this one, and I love her signature. It's so pretty. Then I bought Jacoby by William Ritter, who I talked to several times because I brought my friend over there to talk to him, and I got him to sign my poster. So 3 times, and he said, for Jordan, be weird, William Ritter. And I'm super excited for this book. I heard Jesse talking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy that when I go there. I'm going to get it. So I did, and I'm so happy that I did. I'm super stoked to read this. So yes. So earlier you saw the guitar picks. I bought The Scar Boys by Lynn Valos, and it is about a band. So he inscribed it, Jordan, you rock. And yes, I'm super excited for this book. It's going to be awesome. Love is the Drug by Elia Dawn Johnson, and she inscribed it somewhere and I'm missing it. To Jordan, hope you enjoy. She was very nice, and the cover is gorgeous on that book. I bought The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau, another author who complimented my handwriting, but I wasn't there, so unfortunately I didn't get to see that. My mom waited in line for her, but she signed it. Jordan, good luck passing the testing, Joelle Charbonneau. And she was wonderful at karaoke when they played that game earlier in the day, like I mentioned. It was awesome, and she was so cool. My mom was loving her too. My final A.S. King book, I bought Gloria O'Brien's History of the Future because even my mom was interested in this, so she agreed to buy it and read it and then give it to me. So we got it signed to me, and it says, for Jordan, can you, A.S. King? And that's a reason. I had 3 books and a poster for her to sign, so we did get to stick around for a while because she was busy signing things, and so we could talk without holding up the line too much. I bought The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. I've already read this book if you've seen my review on Tumblr, on my Tumblr or my blog, which I will link below. I adored it, so I bought it since I had checked it out from the library. Got it signed by Leslie Walton, who happens to be a middle school teacher, just like my mom. So they sat there, like, having a conversation, also with Guadalupe Garcia McCall, who wrote The Summer of the Mariposas. And they just had this teacher conversation for like 10 minutes, and I'm flipping out because she's one of my current favorite authors, and my mom's just sitting there having this totally mundane teaching conversation with her, and I like died inside. I was flipping out. It was so amazing, and she's such a nice person, and this book is freaking amazing. Go read it, guys. It's such a stunning debut. So yes, gush over. And the final book that I purchased there, if you heard me mention Scott Westerfeld was there, you probably know what this is. And it is, Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. And, I forgot to show you. She signed this. Somewhere. She signed this. She said, Jordan, may you be a fool in love. Leslie Walton. So, yeah. Scott Westerfeld, watched his talk, his special talk, which was awesome. He is an awesome dude. And I got to meet him a couple times because I got the poster and the book signed at separate occasions. So that was really nice. And if I can... And he does the thing where he crosses out his name and then he signs it. It was really funny. And my mom actually bought Leviathan for my sister and told him that she was a big fan of steampunk but not so much of reading, so that was why she was buying the book for her and hoping that it would inspire her to read more. And he signed it to Peyton, Steampunk Rules, Scott Westerfeld, and my sister, like, was so excited. So I'm really happy. He's really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys should really check out this event if you live in Texas, or in the Austin area, which is where it was held at, and was so wonderful, and it could definitely use the support. And yeah, for more information on the event, just go to texasteenbookfestival.org, I think, .com. Search it on Google, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this video was so long. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.